I am not here to play somebody else's game. I have a few million people's lives to account for. And Singapore will survive.
Hello everybody, my name is Michael Christianto Suwarno and I'm from Tianmi Patu and my presence number is 19. I want to tell you about the biography of Lee Kuan Yew. Lee Kuan Yew was a Singaporean statesman and lawyer who served as Prime Minister of Singapore from 1959 to 1990. He was known as Singapore's founding father and one of the founders of the People's Action Party, which has ruled the country continuously since independence. Lee Kuan Yew was born in Singapore during British colonial rule on 16 September 1923. He was the first child of Lee Chin Kon and Chua Chin Nyo. Lee's paternal great-grandfather, Lee Bok Boon, was of Hakka Chinese descent and emigrated from Dabu County, Guangdong, to the Straits Settlement in 1862. He attained top grades in his early education, gaining a scholarship and admission to Raffles College. During the Japanese occupation, Lee worked in the private enterprises and as an administration service officer for the propaganda office and worked as a Japanese translator. After the war, Lee initially attended the School of Economics in London, but transferred to Fitzwilliam College, Cambridge. Graduation with third first class honors in law in 1947, he became a barrister of the Middle Temple in 1950 and returned to Singapore and began campaigning for Britain to relinquish its colonial rule. Lee Kuan Yew and Kwa Geok Choo were married on 30 September 1950, but spoke English as their first language. Lee first started learning Chinese in 1955 when he was 32 years old. Lee and Kwa had two sons and a daughter. His elder son, Lee Hsien Loong, who will be the third Prime Minister of Singapore, was born in 1952. His second son, Lee Hsien Loong, was born in 1957, and his daughter, Lee Wei Ling, was born in 1955. Lee Kuan Yew co-founded People's Action Party in 1954 and won his first seat in the Tanjong Pagar division in the 1955 election. He became de facto opposition leader in the legislature to Chief Minister David Marshall and Lim Yew Hock. He led his party, PAP, to its first electoral victory in the 1959 election and appointed to the state's first minister. Lee was appointed as Singapore's Prime Minister on 5 June 1959 to attain complete self-rule from Britain. Lee campaigned for a merger with other former British territories in a national referendum to form Malaysia Federation in 1963. Racial strife and ideological differences led to Singapore's separation from the Federation of Malaysia to become a sovereign city-state on 9 August 1965. With overwhelming parliamentary control at every election, Lee oversaw Singapore's transformation into a developed country with a high-income economy with a single generation. In the process, he formed a system of meritocratic, highly effective and anti-corrupt government and civil service. This could execute populist country in a favor of long-term social and economic planning. He championed meritocracy and multiracialism as governing principles, making English to be the lingua franca of Singapore. To integrate to its immigrant society and to facilitate trade with the world, whilst managing bilingualism schools to preserve students' mother tongue and ethnic identity. Lee stepped down as Prime Minister on 28 November 1990, and his position was succeeded by Goh Chok Tong, but remained in the cabinet under his successors, holding the appointment of senior minister from 1990 to 2004. Then minister mentor under 2004 to 2011. He died of pneumonia on 23 March 2015 when he was 91 years old in Singapore General Hospital, Singapore. A stalwart supporter of so-called Asian values, Lee's rule was sometimes criticized by various observers from the liberal democracies of the West in response. While elections are free, critics have accused him of curtailing press freedom. Limits on public protest, restriction labor movement from strike action, and bringing defamation lawsuits against some political opponents. Nevertheless, his beliefs, such as government transparency, has been adhered to by successive administrations of the government party. Because of him, Singapore continues to be considered as one of the least corrupt countries as compared to the rest of the world. So guys, that is the biography of Lee Kuan Yew, the first Prime Minister of Singapore. And thank you for watching guys. Goodbye.